Our other big breaking news today, President Joe Biden is coming to Connecticut for the first time in his presidency. The White House announcing today President Biden will deliver the commencement address for graduating cadets at the United States Coast Guard Academy in New London. Commencement exercises at the Coast Guard Academy are set for Wednesday, May 19th. The ceremony will be held in person. However, it will not be open to the public. Last year's commencement was held virtually because of COVID-19. The Coast Guard Academy says the number of guests will be reduced for this ceremony and masks and social distancing will be required. Now, President Biden's visit is just the latest in a long list of sitting U.S. presidents and vice presidents who have come to Connecticut to recognize those graduating cadets at the Coast Guard Academy. Most recently, Vice President Mike Pence delivering the commencement address in 2018 in New London. President Donald Trump spoke to the graduating class of 2017 at the United States Coast Guard Academy. That was his one and only visit to the Academy. President Barack Obama visiting the Academy twice to give a commencement address to graduating Coast Guard cadets. This will be Joe Biden's second time delivering the keynote speech before the U.S. Coast Guard Academy. He did it first back in 2013 when he served as vice president for President Obama.
Meanwhile,